What's going on, guys? Crow here, and do you want to know what's worse than having opponents that noob tube, commando spam, marathon lightweight crap, and just in general like laggy games? It's being put on one of the most hated maps in the game, which is Estate, in my opinion, and just in general having a 4v4. Yep, this is a 4 versus 4, guys. Normally I would simply rage quit out of games like this because first of all I'm not gonna get any clips, second of all the gameplay is gonna be slow as shit, and third of all it's just not a happy time. Now look at this, I died twice in a row, 2 times in a row by some unfortunate events, and normally I would just back out because there's no point. I check the scoreboard here, yep, it's a 4v4. I'm like, you know what, screw this. Modern Warfare 2 has been terrible to me for the past couple of days, so why not just, make use of it and just blindly rush in. I'm using the Ep.5 with Marathon, FMJ, Stopping Power, and Ninja Pro. And this is just a blindly Russian gameplay. I just wanted to take over this fucking house because nothing is worse than enemy team camping in this house, and they try to get in like mice. I mean, I'm serious. They're like cockroaches that try to go inside the kitchen of your house. One of them tried to, because see, when you push on too far you can flip the spawns, and when you die the enemy team is gonna spawn right there in this freaking house, and everybody knows that the villa is not a happy times when you're facing a campy team. Now, second thing I wanted to mention is this is a nuke or not to nuke video. Now I know that this video is about I don't know, 6-7 minutes. However, I actually disposed of the enemy team in pretty short amount of time, I would have to say. Now do I get the nuke? In a lot of gameplays like this one, when it was 4 versus 4, you can get caught off guard very freaking easily, even more easy than in 6v6, because there's less opponents, which is, I mean, it's just simply less opponents, but they're more spread out, and because you push forward, because you want the game to end very quickly, you just run around, and because people don't tend to run around when it's 4 versus 4, you're gonna have to be responsible for killing the most amount of people. And this is pretty much what I did. I know that they would swarm the villa. They tried to swarm the villa like freaking crazy animals. So I kind of stayed around the perimeter for quite a couple of minutes. Now over here I acquire my Harriers, and my kill streaks are Harrier airstrike with stealth bomber and the nuke itself. So my Harriers kind of do some work, and this is not only about getting the tactical nuke or whatnot. This is also about how to deal with situations when it's a 4v4 or whatever. Now I'm the type of person that likes to rush. That's pretty much how I settled my channel, is pretty much on rushing. This is a pretty bad stealth bomber spot. I got kind of confused with the other spot that's like has that boat and stuff like that. But yeah, they switched spawns again, and if you guys enjoy this type of videos, a simple rating would really make my day, and a comment just in general. What are your thoughts on everything? And I do love to commentate over gameplays like this one, because it's not something you see every day. I mean, not a lot of commentators would stick around in a 4v4. Hell, I would pretty much rage quit too if I didn't think I could, just make the best of it. So yeah, but see, also the thing you have to notice, this is pretty I got pretty lucky. I was like, oh, there's a foot right there. Thankfully he didn't notice me, because I think when you chug a Semtex you make a noise when you try to throw it. So yeah, and also you have to be careful around this area. People can lay in grass. I just say ray, yeah, pretty bad English there, but people lay in grass and they can be kind of douchebags. Especially that boathouse over there, you have to be very careful. In a 6v6, in a 9v9, whatever, there's always bound to be people over there. And over here I just got lucky. This guy copied my class, and so I'm resorting to my striker. Now he would probably outspray me, but thankfully, look at this. I mean, this was a pretty bad situation for me, but I end up getting this guy. But this is even worse. I mean, this is freaking insult to injury. We get into a knife fight. Thankfully, I lunge. Yep. Well, if people can do it to me, I could do it to them. So, yeah, my teammates are not really active, I would have to say. So I'm not really relying on them. I just turned this into one big free-for-all. To be quite honest, my teammates are doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing. The enemy team is even worse. They're just trying to camp it out and just make the best of it. Now this is what I'm talking about, the boathouse. People constantly trying to get on top of the roof. And I got kind of stuck over here because I hear a guy on top of me. And I just don't know what to do. Should I wait for him? Should I try to rush him? I don't know. But thankfully, I think it was the same guy, or not, I can't really tell, that tried to get on top of that roof, and that was his mistake. So I don't know what kill streak I'm on. Hopefully nobody's gonna, come behind me and stab me. That would be pretty bad. Hint, hint, hint. Yeah, I picked up this dude's AK-47. Thankfully I have stopping power on it because this game was kind of laggy and I wanted every single bullet to connect, kill, in the less amount of time. So I'm just trying to run around. And over here too, people laying grass constantly, and you don't want to be, stabbed from behind or stupidly outgunned. That's what happened to me today. Actually, I was on like a 23 kill streak, and then my aim just went bad because I started to panic, and I got outgunned, which is pretty freaking bad if you ask me. So not a lot of action going on, and boom! Finally, I get the tactical nuke, guys. This video is not even that long, so I made the best out of this situation, out of the 4v4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't also, and take care, guys.